How does it make you feel when you hear LeBron, and we was talking a little while ago about he was saying, we want Russell to be Russell. We want him to do what he does. We want him to just carry the load here. That's a heck of a compliment coming from someone of his stature.
Yeah, man, and it's when you come to a team and you come to a new team and guys welcome you with open arms. To me, I just take it as a sense of I know I have a job. I know I have to go out and compete, but alongside that, I'm gonna make sure that I take that and make sure I make those guys better. So my job is to make sure I uplift LeBron AD, make sure those guys are competing at the highest level, and making sure I make my teammates around me better.
Because listening to your teammates talk, they're talking about them coming up to your level of as far as excitement is concerned and getting the ball up the floor.
Yeah, that's what I bring to the table. It's one of my things I take pride in, and making sure that each and every night I bring the energy and effort and the speed and the pace. And alongside that, I'll make sure I can continue to bring those guys along and help them along the way.
Hey, Russ, Mike Trudell with the Lakers and Spectrum Sportsnet. LeBron said that since you signed, you've in some ways been attached to the hip, and I just wondered what it's been like building that connection for somebody you played against for a lot of years and with on Team USA, but just what you've learned about each other over these last couple of months.
It's been great. Like I said, when you come to a new place, and obviously me and Bron's been friends before I came here, but been actually being on the same team and understanding his work ethic, understanding mine, understanding the preparation, understanding how bad he wants to win and the things he's able to do to prepare himself allows me to see a different side of him where we connected. I think it's good because we both understand and what it takes to be able to win, but obviously Brian understands what it takes to get to that next level, and I'm able to kind of learn and understand some things from him along the way, and I've been able to do that.
Hey, Russ. Dan Wyke with the Los Angeles Times. Whenever great players come together, the word fit gets thrown around all the time. What have you learned in your experiences playing with great players? You've done it at every stop in your career about sort of that notion of fit, and what do you think makes it work? I guess.
Honestly, don't pay much mind to it, to be honest, because the game will always tell you kind of what to do. I always believe throughout the season it's going to be ups and downs. There may be times where it looks like it may not work. There may be times where it's clicking on all cylinders. And as a team, you got to understand that, and I understand that. But being with multiple players and on different teams, and understanding that there's going to be a process. My job is to make sure that I continue to just make those guys better. That's all I really want to do, is to make sure that whether they are the most comfortable in their own skin and they're playing at their best. AD and Bron and the rest of the guys are playing at the highest level they can play at, and I want to make sure I can uplift them and use my abilities to be able to make those guys better.
Hey, Russ, Gerard Moncure, Fox 11. I'm just curious about the journey that you've had in the NBA and in where you're sitting right now at this moment. And if you ever had what were your thoughts about ever playing for the Lakers and coming home?
There's always been conversations about me coming home for every summer, damn near. And I never really thought it would actually kind of pull through until obviously now. So be able to sit here and talking to you guys and be in this Laker uniform is just a blessing just for me and my family and my loved ones and the people here that support me, especially being from LA. Being able to kind of be back home, finally, it's just a blessing. I'm happy and super excited about it.
Hey, Russ. AD and Frank were just talking to us about him playing more center this season, and I'm curious, what does AD at the 5 do for you guys offensively in terms of just the spacing and the driving lanes?
It can be deadly because AD is obviously one of the best players in the world. He can play inside, he can shoot it, can kind of pretty much do everything. And him at the 5, you never know, where he's going to be. He can roll, he can pop, he can space the floor. And that creates an advantage for us, each and every night because I don't really know if there's nobody in the world that can guard him at the 5 or the 4. It doesn't really matter, but him at the 5 really gives us an advantage, I believe.
Hey, Russ. Kyle Goon. Just this being in this building, wearing this jersey, are there sort of steps here in the last couple weeks, couple months that have just made this dream that you had of coming home, playing for the Lakers, feel more real?
Slowly but surely, yeah. Each and every day being able to just have access to a Lakers facility to me is, I don't take for granted. I don't take any opportunity to be able to, have a job, being able to have somewhere to be able to go to work, especially even more now than ever. I do not take anything for granted, especially being to play for the Lakers, being back home. It's just a blessing, and I, cherish every morning. I'm going to make sure that I can continue to go out and play and do the best I can, for the Lakers.
Yeah, Russ. Rob Pelinka said you guys are going to be 100% vaccinated. How important is that to you personally, and what kind of message does that send to the rest of the league?
Yeah, I think everybody's decision and understanding vaccinations there is their own personal and decision, and whatever guys want to do or whatever they don't want to do, and obviously the Lakers and guys are committed to vaccination. I think is good, for us.
Hey, Russ, what have you done from a training and diet standpoint that has helped your longevity and being healthy over the years?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you, buddy.
Sorry. Just trying to ask, what have you done from a training and a diet standpoint that has helped your longevity and staying healthy over the years?
Just taking care of my body, finding ways to be able to take time off. Rest is big for me because I know when I'm playing and how I'm playing consistently on a night-in, night-out basis is it takes a lot of just out of me mentally. And the physical part will kind of take care of itself, but I want to make sure that each and every day and every summer I kind of rest and take care of my body and understanding how that impacts me for the longevity of my career.
Hey Russ, what did you take away from the weekend you guys spent together in Vegas? Wayne said that probably the biggest stuff was off the court. In what ways maybe did this group come together?
You just get a chance to know guys, know what they like, know what they don't like, and that's the best part about having a team and creating a brotherhood, because you get a chance to communicate about different things, not about basketball at all. Get a chance to communicate about family, about things, philanthropy work, business side of things. You get a chance to learn different things, and especially with the group of guys we have here, have been in the league a long time, know a lot of different people. We all know some of the same people, which is good to just converse about and talk about.
Hey, Russ, Kurt Sandoval, ABC7. When you called Trevor Ariza, a lot of people might go, oh, two UCLA guys.
Yeah.
But what was it in your heart that said, he goes, what are you calling me for? And why did you say, I'm calling him? And can you share what that was like?
Because that's my dog. Trev, we from L.A. That's one of my, one of the guys that, being from L.A., that made it to the NBA. It's guys that you can look up to and be like, he from the same place I'm from. He from L.A. and I've been always having that connection, being back home. And then I've been trying to get a chance to play with Trevor and been on the same team just because we just connect on many different levels. And the moment that he was free and I got traded here, he was my first call right away. And he knew I was serious because I called him immediately.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.